many of you would be mortified if the repo man showed up at your house only to figure out that they have the wrong address, but in turn you end up shot and killed because of this, because you tried to stop the repo man? If so, this is the case of Stephen Perkins. If you want to know more about this case, please continue watching. "39-year-old Steve Perkins was killed by a Decatur, Alabama police officer when he tried to stop the repo man from repossessing his car, but as it would turn out, the repo man was at the wrong address. And so instead of taking or towing the right car, he actually towed Mr. Perkins's car, which was yet again at the wrong address. And I'm guessing he felt threatened because that is when police arrived, and they say that Mr. Perkins had a gun with a light attached to it and pointed it at the police officer, causing the police officer to then fire his weapon, which I feel is very unnecessary, because if you look at the video, you can clearly see Mr. Perkins, after he comes back outside, you can see him putting his hands up. And while his hands are up, he is then shot, which I don't understand how that can happen, because I was under the impression that if they ask you to put your hands up and you do, then you will not be shot. But as we know, in most cases, putting your hands up doesn't really help these days, even though most of us do that in the hopes that we will not be shot and killed. Now, I do have a video of this, but unfortunately, I cannot add the clip in here because of YouTube's policies and guidelines. And I do not want to get my video flagged in any way, shape, or form for doing so, because I'm not sure how clear it is, but to me it's pretty clear that you can see when he is shot and you can see when he does fall, unfortunately. And so I can't add the clip in here, but I will leave the links to everything about this story and the case down in the description box below, including the video that I did, that I do have of him getting shot and falling. So if you want to see that, you'll have to go to the description box to check out the video, and you be the judge for yourself, whether he had his hands up or not. But I'm so heartbroken for this family, because everybody who knew him said that he was a gentle person. He wouldn't harm a fly. He was such a nice guy. And even, his wife on social media, she said thank you to everyone who is reaching out to her or who are trying to reach out to her to offer their condolences and well wishes. And, as you would expect in this situation, she did state that she is not okay because she lost her husband, her friend, her everything, basically. And the kids, they lost their father, and his mother lost a son, and his siblings lost their brother. So I'm pretty sure that this whole family is just grieving at the loss of him, just like many others in his community are as well, because there are a lot of Facebook posts where people are talking about just the kind of person that he was: sweet, caring, gentle, loving. And I do not understand why this could not have been solved with a simple communication of, hey, you know, put the gun down and, you know, let's talk and, you know, figure out what's going on here and try to solve the problem. And he could have simply told them, you know, I tried to reason with the person who was towing my car or repossessing what they thought was the correct car, and I was trying to show them that they're at the wrong house. And none of this had to happen. It could have been solved in so many different ways other than this man losing his life. Now, I didn't know this man personally, but from all of the great Facebook postings and things that I've read and that I've seen people say, I'm pretty sure I speak for all the people that knew him, his family and friends, when I say I want to see that body cam footage, because I'm 100% sure that whoever fired that gun that took this man's life, they did not have to do that. I feel like, just as in most cases, somebody got trigger happy and just decided to take the chance and shoot somebody just because they should. When that is not how you always solve a problem. So now I want to see the body cam footage. I want to know what happened. I want to know what did they think before they got to the scene. And also, in addition to the body cam footage, I would love to hear that 911 call, because as you know, most of the times when the dispatchers get the information from the person who is making the call to 911, they might misspell something or leave out a word to indicate if the situation is serious or not. So most times cops kind of have an idea of what they're walking into, but then they don't. And I'm so serious when I say I hope that once this video footage is released of the body cam footage and the 911 call is released, I hope heads roll, meaning I hope people lose their jobs, specifically the cop that took the shot. I hope he loses his job. And I don't want them to do some little BS investigation like they always do. Because, I mean, you could clearly see from the video that this man had his hands up. And, you know, I can understand them being fearful that, okay, he has a gun with the light attached to it. Okay, yeah, I can understand that fear. But y'all could have asked the man to put the gun down, and y'all could have let him do so and let him put his hands up, which he did, and y'all didn't have to shoot. Everybody could have went home. Everybody would have been fine and happy. But just because somebody got trigger happy, that's not how this story ends. But unfortunately, guys, that brings me to the end of this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.